What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday is back again, as it is every Tuesday, my friends. So now, this Tuesday, we are going back to our regular. Actually, I don't know where this is going to fit, so we could have been doing this regularly for the last week or two, but I know sometimes we do the deep dive villain ones on Tuesdays. But no, this is going back to our true purpose here, and that's bullet points as to why I like and love certain games. What it is about them that makes me look forward to getting them on the table and playing them for a little while. So today, my friends, I hope you're ready to put on your eye patch and feed your parrot, because we're going to talk about why I love what it is about Tiny Epic Pirates that I've been enjoying. I'll see you down the table. At its core, I find that Tiny Epic Pirates is really just a fun pick-up and delivery game. If you're familiar with something like Purchase and Orders or Black Fleet, or maybe for a sci-fi blend on the same concept, maybe Star Wars Outer Rim, or Zaya Legend of a Drift System, Firefly the board game, things like that, pick-up and deliver system. And that's what this is, going from place to place, trying to get what you can to take somewhere else and make a little scratch off of it for yourself. Now, this is a pirate game, so it does also include some very nice combat that can happen between players, or even between player and an AI-controlled sort of merchant ship or navy vessel. So it's bringing in multiple ways for you to make the money that you need to get in order to bury it. That's something else I like about this. Very piratey, is that in order to win the game, you have to have three treasures buried. And you don't get more piratey than that. There is also a system that this game uses that I haven't played a lot of. I admit that. Actually, I've only played, really, I can think of at the top of my head, one game that had this. And that's like a fair market trade system. So I'm familiar with this from Star Cartel, and this works in a similar way here with Tiny Epic Pirates. So the more things that are sold are flooding the market, so they quickly become worth less. And you have to wait until, you have to stop selling them for a while, and other things to start flooding the market for them to come back up in price. So besides having a very piratey feel with the attacking of the other ships, it also gives a real good sort of merchant marine feel for this old days, with the whole market system. And I've been really digging that. This is also a sort of resource management system, because the crew members that you have, and I've been digging, is you have to place them, right? They need to be doing jobs in order for you to have your ship and everything running well. So where you're placing them is going to make a difference to how your turn is playing out. And part of that is because of the rondel system, which I was completely new to this. Round wheel-based system that they used, where you, on the beginning of each of your turns, you get to place down the sort of order that you want to do things in for that turn, but yet there's a way that you can pull your crew members off of things that you've already assigned them to if you need to skip something, right? If something during the course of the game has changed and altered your plans, then you can pull crewmen and from jobs in order to leap over or jump over a spot on the wheel to get to another spot that you really need to get at. And the level of strategy that's adding in, if you're like me and you've never played a system like this before, it's a little bit different and takes a little while, a few games to get used to. But I ended up really enjoying that entire system. So it's a combination of pre-planning what you want to do, I guess, in a way, with last-minute changes. But yeah, and that brings me around to also thinking that this game is rather easy to learn. It's not very fidgety that I found, but just because it's easy to learn doesn't mean it's easy to master. Right? You know the difference there. You understand me with that. And that's what I feel with this game. The miniatures that this game uses are mostly revolve around the ships, and these plastic ship pieces look great. They look good, and I'm sure that anyone out there that is a painter is really going to be digging them, and I'm sure you can really individualize each ship that way, which is really cool. And the other thing that's cool about the ships is, since they're made to be carrying cargo, they're literally made to be carrying cargo. So the cargo cubes, the cubes that represent the different cargoes that you can acquire during the game and try to sell off, the ships are slotted for it. And you can actually fit your resource cube onto the ship as you're sailing it around to the different places, which is, I just love that. I just think it's awesome. It's fun. It's imaginative, and it's a good use for the ship. Otherwise, there's all this space on the ship that's not being used. And besides the ships, there are also meeples. You have a larger captain meeple with the hat, which looks cool. And then you have the smaller meeples. Well, it looks like they have bandanas coming off the side of their head, and they represent the crew members on the ship. And they look fine. There's nothing overly special about the meeples. They're cool. They're okay. They're good. Yeah, sure. There is a wildly fun and quite broad selection of captain and crew members in this game. Represent a large cross representation of different cultures, and both male and female sexes are represented here. The art is fun. I enjoy looking at these cards. They all look good, and they spark the imagination, which I think is really important in any game, but particularly when we play, cool pirates. It's a fun game to play. It has a good system, like most of the Tiny Epic games. There is a solo version which plays out a little differently, almost as if it's a separate game, which is something else that I really enjoy when a gaming company does that. They take the extra effort to make the solo version of the game a little different, not just playing against a card drawing AI system. Doing something a little bit differently, giving you, the player, something a little bit different to do, and how to strategize your way through it. So I appreciate that. So if you enjoy pirate games, or maybe you're a fan of the Tiny Epic series and you just missed this somehow, I think this is definitely a game that you need to see, you should play, and get more information on it. So I think that if you get more information on this, you don't need influencers. Just inform yourself, and you'll find out whether this is something that you're going to enjoy or not. Watch some videos on it, watch some playthroughs particularly, and see what you think. Don't worry about what people say about it. Watch a playthrough and see what you think about that. All right, so thank you very much for spending your time with me, and let me tell you about the reasons why I enjoy and like and love playing Tiny Epic Pirates.